In this video, we will show you how to replace your rear window regulator on this Honda Accord. This will be located inside of your rear door. Let's get into it. Okay, friend, let's get started on our job. The first thing we're going to do is use a trim tool right along this area here. We'll pop this up and out. Just make our way down the line. Underneath this area, you'll find the wiring harness that goes to the window switch. Let's disconnect that now. Go ahead and give it a little twist. We're looking for the locking tab. Go ahead and give that a squeeze and disconnect that. A quick check for corrosion. Assuming it looks good, go ahead and set that aside. Inside of the grab handle, we'll be using a small pick or a screwdriver. You'll find that you have a small rubber flap inside of this area. Go ahead and take that right out of there. Underneath that, right in the center, you'll find that you have one Phillips head screw. Remove it. Let's move up from that area to the inside door handle. Inside of this area, you're going to find another protective flap. We'll remove that using a small screwdriver or pick once again. Let's pop this out of here. Here's the little locking tab, and if I was to turn this around, you'll find that you have one tab on the opposite side. A quick inspection and we can set this aside. Now behind that area, you'll find that you have two Phillips head screws, one up here and one a little lower diagonally. Let's remove the pair. At this point, we'll continue on with a plastic trim tool. It's time to remove the door panel from the door. We'll make our way in between the door panel and the door and gently pry it apart. Now let's take hold of that door panel. We're going to pull it out at an angle from the bottom and lift it up along the top. Now as we pull this away, you want to be extremely careful. You do have the cable that goes to your inside door handle. We'll gently make our way inside of this area and pop the cable out of the inside door handle bracket. We have the cable that leads down to the handle. You'll find that you have a small plastic hook holding it in place. Go ahead and remove that hook from the area and then slide the cable out of the inside handle. There we are. So there's the hook right there. Let's remove the door panel. Now that we have the door panel out of the way, let's continue on to removing this small bracket. To remove the bracket, we'll be removing two Phillips head screws, one up high, one just below it. Hold that bracket while we remove the second. Remove the screw and the bracket. We'll give that bracket a quick inspection and we can set that aside. Now let's continue by peeling back the vapor barrier. To do that, we'll start up in this upper corner. You'll find that you have a small rubber plug. We'll carefully grab onto that. You can pop it right out of the door. A quick inspection, we will be reusing this. At this point, we're going to continue on by pulling back the vapor barrier. You'll find that it's held in place with a sticky adhesive. You want to be careful not to get it on your clothing. To easily pull this back, you can carefully use a razor blade and just gently trim it as needed. Be careful not to cut that vapor barrier because we do want to reuse it. Now as we pull this back, you want to be careful for your cable. We'll slide this one right out of here. The next one makes its way up to the door lock area. To continue removing the cable from the vapor barrier, we'll remove one Phillips head screw from this bracket. Take hold of that, give it a wiggle, slide it out of place. Now we can bring that through the vapor barrier as well. We'll set this aside. Let's draw the wiring for the window switch out of the vapor barrier. Reconnect your window switch. At this point, we'll put the key in the on position. We're going to power the window down until we can gain access to our 2 mounting bolts holding the window to the regulator. Now, while we bring this down, we'll be paying attention to each of these 2 holes. We're looking for those mounting bolts. There we are. Now we can remove the key from the ignition. We'll use our 10mm with a short extension, remove each of these 2 mounting bolts. There's one. We'll do the same to the other. The next thing we'll do is carefully bring the window to the fully upright position. You can either do this by hand, or of course put the key in the on position and bring it up with the window switch. Now with that in the upright position, we'll use some tape and hold it up there. Obviously tape is a lot cheaper than glass, so we'll use a whole bunch. With the window in the fully upright position, we'll start removing the 3 mounting bolts that hold the window motor to the door. As for these 2 gold-looking bolts, you only really need to loosen them enough that you can slide this up into the hole. The silver bolt, you'd want to make sure that you fully remove that. At this point, we'll carefully reach inside of the door. Take hold of that window motor and slide it so each of these bolts align with their corresponding holes, and then you can push it towards the inside of the door. Be extremely careful while your hands are in here for any pinch points, and if the glass starts coming down, get out from in there. Now we can continue removing the rest of the window regulator from the door. You'll find that you have 2 mounting bolts up along the top area here, and 1 located directly along the bottom. We'll remove the 2 silver-looking bolts and loosen the gold-looking bolt. Now we can carefully reach inside of here. We're going to grab onto the window regulator, lift it up, and slide it out through this hole, pushing it into the door. Once we've done so, everything will be nice and loose, and we can make our way inside of this hole to disconnect the electrical connector. There it is right down here. Carefully grab onto the locking tab, give it a little squeeze, and separate it from the motor. A quick check for corrosion, of course. And now we can remove it through this large hole. There it is, friends. All right, let's get ready for the installation of our brand new window regulator. We'll carefully put it in place, coming in through the large hole in the door. Align the window motor with the corresponding holes. We're looking for the bolts to come out through their holes. And now we'll slide this into place. Once you've done so, the last mounting hole for the window motor should be properly aligned. Continue on to installing that mounting bolt. Now that I have all 3 of those started in there, let's continue on to tightening them. Now that we have this inside of the door, we're going to continue on with that electrical harness. I'll make my way inside here. We have one of the cables. I've got the cable for the motor itself. Connect those 2 together. At this point, we'll continue on to taking the motor and putting it in the proper placement. Once you have it in there, we'll continue on with that last mounting bolt for the motor itself. After it's started in, we can tighten all 3 of these mounting bolts. Let's move along to remounting the rest of the window regulator. Make our way in here. Get that in position. Start in the other 2 mounting bolts before we tighten any of them. Let's remove the tape from the window. As we do so, make sure you're holding on to it. Simply by applying pressure should hold it in place. Carefully lower it down until your window matches up with the window regulator. Now we can install our 2 10mm headed mounting bolts. Leave that loose for now. Start the other one and then we can tighten both. At this point, we'll put the key in the on position and test the window regulator functionality. All the way up and back down. Perfect. Remove the key and disconnect your window switch. At this point, we'll continue on by tucking the wiring harness back into its corresponding hole. We'll put the other cables through this hole. This one can be difficult with the bracket. Now let's continue on reapplying the vapor barrier to the door. Essentially, this should stick right back into its original position, or at least as close as possible. Let's get this rubber plug in here. Just slide that right into position. Press it in, make sure it is secured properly. We'll get the bracket back in place with our 2 Phillips head screws. We'll bring the lock cable over, align the bracket, install that Phillips head screw. Now that we've confirmed its functionality, we can reapply the vapor barrier. We'll just stick this back in its original position, reinstall our rubber plug up along the top corner here. I should hold it on there. Can start putting on the door panel. As we bring this up, we'll use that handle cable here. We're going to slide it right down inside. After that, you want to make sure that you slide the clear hook over and lock it in. Now let's swing the rest of this cable into the bracket that's on the back side of the inside door handle. We'll get that aligned and press it in. There we are. I get a nice click from that. At this point, we'll swing this up. And as we bring this up, there's a couple things you want to pay attention to along the top. Along the top of the door panel itself, you'll find that you have a hooked area. That hooked area will go down into this area of the door. As we're bringing it down over that, we also need to pay attention to the door lock knob. We'll bring this over, align the door lock knob as needed, and once everything's aligned, we'll slide it down. At this point, we'll confirm that each one of our push tabs is aligned with the corresponding holes on the door, and then press it in. Double check to make sure it's completely secured all the way around. At this point, we can continue on with our 2 Phillips head mounting screws that go on the inside door handle. Let's get this in place. Now we'll make our way into the grab handle. You remember there was one Phillips head screw. Let's use a magnet to get it centered here. Use our Phillips head. Make sure it's nice and tight. On the bottom of that area, you want to make sure that you go ahead and put this back in as well. Tuck that in. Now we can continue on to the window switch. We'll reconnect that. Listen for a click, give it a tug. Now we can pivot this down into place. Looking along the bottom of it, you'll find that you have several push clips. We'll align them and press it down. Okay, friend, we've got the car back together. At this point, what you want to make sure is that the inside door handle works perfectly. So go ahead and make sure that you're unlocked, close the door, and test its functionality. Aside from that, thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.